Days of Our Lives, Sami Brady's explosive engagement bombshell unmasking the secret suitor. November 5, 2025. As Salem braces for turbulent times, the iconic soap opera Days of Our Lives is set to deliver a jaw-dropping revelation that could reshape family dynamics forever. In a glittering event at the Horton Clinic Gala, Sami Brady drops the ultimate surprise on her loved ones: she's engaged to a mystery man. This announcement, timed perfectly with the show's 60th anniversary celebrations, promises to ignite passions, rekindle old rivalries, and leave fans dissecting every clue. But the burning question remains: who is the enigmatic figure who's captured Sami's heart this time? With her history of whirlwind romances and dramatic twists, the possibilities are endless, and the fallout could ripple through generations of Salem's elite. The return of Sami, a milestone packed with intrigue. Sami Brady's comeback to Days of Our Lives isn't just a nostalgic nod, it's a full-throttle dive into the show's storied legacy, coinciding with the lavish Horton Clinic Gala honoring the late Dr. Tom Horton-Zach's enduring vision for community health. Picture the scene: crystal chandeliers casting a warm glow over tuxedoed guests, champagne flutes clinking amid whispers of medical breakthroughs and personal triumphs. It's here, amid the elegance, that Sami gathers her inner circle: Roman, Marlena, and a host of extended family to share her life-altering news. The engagement reveal isn't merely a personal milestone, it's a narrative pivot point, designed to honor 6 decades of drama while propelling Sami into uncharted territory. Spoilers hint at tears, toasts, and tense confrontations, as her announcement forces everyone to confront how far she's come since her wilder days. Yet, the true enigma lies in the identity of her fiancé. Could this be a fresh start, or a callback to Salem's tangled web of love and betrayal? The gala's opulent setting amplifies the drama, symbolizing renewal for the clinic while underscoring Sami's own quest for stability after years of chaos. Ruling out the obvious: why Rafe Hernandez isn't the one? Speculation runs wild, but let's eliminate the frontrunners first. High on the list of unlikely candidates is Rafe Hernandez. Galen Gearing, the rugged FBI agent whose chemistry with Sami once sizzled across Salem's skyline. Their shared history includes a whirlwind marriage that ended in divorce, followed by sporadic reunions that fizzled out amid professional demands and personal baggage. Rafe's recent single status, post his split from Jada Hunter-Elia Cantor, has fans dreaming of a second chance, but the signs point elsewhere. Off-screen, Galen Gearing's commitments to other projects make a full reunion improbable, and on-screen, Rafe's focus has shifted to high-stakes investigations rather than romantic entanglements. Imagine the potential: Rafe, ever the protector, swooping in to shield Sami from her self-destructive tendencies. Yet, without concrete hints in recent episodes like stolen glances or cryptic phone calls, it's a stretch. This non-starter leaves Rafe in a poignant limbo, perhaps pining from afar, highlighting how Days of Our Lives masterfully teases what-if scenarios without committing. Fans who ship Rami might feel the sting, but it clears the path for bolder surprises, emphasizing the show's knack for subverting expectations in matters of the heart. Delving into Sami's storied past, Austin Reed, and the ghosts of youthful obsession. Turning to Sami's formative romances, Austin Reed-Austin Peck emerges as a fascinating, if improbable, possibility. For veteran viewers, Austin represents the root of Sami's most infamous scheme: a teenage infatuation that spiraled into deception when he favored her sister, Carrie Brady Tracy Middendorf. Sami's pursuit was ruthless: forged letters, sabotaged relationships, and that infamous incident where she drugged Austin to force intimacy. An act she's since grappled with in therapy sessions and heartfelt confessions. This spring, during her brief Salem visit, Sami opened up to her son Johnny about the shame that still haunts her, framing it as a cautionary tale of unchecked ambition and love. Today, Austin thrives in Europe with Carrie, their life a picture of domestic bliss far removed from Salem's turmoil. Think vineyard escapes and family vacations and married by Demera intrigue. A reunion would demand seismic shifts, perhaps Austin returning for the anniversary with unresolved feelings, but current storylines show no such breadcrumbs. This exploration of Austin underscores Sami's evolution from manipulative manipulator to a woman seeking redemption. It adds layers to her character, inviting analysis of how past sins influence present choices, and reminds us why Days of Our Lives endures its ability to weave psychological depth into soapy excess. Unearthing a long-lost flame, the Brandon Walker enigma. Deeper in the archives lies Brandon Walker Matsideko, Abe Carver's James Reynolds' principal eldest son, whose 2005 exit left a void in Salem's romantic landscape. 2 decades later, Brandon's potential return could electrify the canvas, especially given his stormy bond with Sami. Their brief marriage was a whirlwind of passion and pitfalls, marred by external meddling, most notably Kate Roberts' Lauren Koslow, who orchestrated a drugged encounter between them while Sami was involved with Lucas. The betrayal was classic Kate, a calculated strike to fracture alliances and assert her maternal dominance. Brandon's departure to build a life beyond the drama allowed Sami to rebuild, but whispers of his success as a civil rights advocate in Chicago suggest untapped story potential. Imagine him re-entering Sami's orbit at the gala, briefcase in hand, confronting the years lost to manipulation. Their chemistry was raw and real, blending intellectual spark with physical tension, yet Kate's shadow looms large. Could she sabotage this anew with whispered secrets or planted evidence? Reviving Brandon would honor the show's multicultural roots, exploring themes of forgiveness and second chances. While not the top pick, his arc offers rich terrain for character-driven drama, analyzing how time heals or hardens old wounds in Salem's unforgiving world. The prime suspect, Lucas Horton's charming comeback and its ramifications. If Sami's heart belongs to an ex, all signs point to Lucas Horton as the diamond ring donor. Absent from Salem for seasons, Lucas Brian Dattilo has been teased in promotional reels, fueling buzz for his November sweep's return amid the 60th anniversary festivities. Those glimpses, Lucas flashing his signature dimpled smile in shadow, preview hint at a man ready to reclaim his place. Sami and Lucas share a legacy of on-again, off-again passion, from co-parenting their twins to battling shared demons like addiction and family feuds. A rekindled romance could see them exchanging vows in a heartfelt ceremony at the Horton house, symbolizing closure for their turbulent history. Brian Dattilo's confirmed appearances promise fireworks, with Lucas potentially proposing during an emotional gala toast, ring sparkling under the lights. But no tale in Days of Our Lives is simple. Kate's inevitable rage would unleash a torrent of Shemsborough allying with EJ DeMera to expose Sami's vulnerabilities or staging a public scandal. This pairing delves into redemption arcs, examining how Lucas's growth mirrors Sami's, and how their union might stabilize the Horton legacy against external threats. It's a narrative goldmine, blending nostalgia with fresh conflicts, and positions Lucas as the emotional anchor Sami desperately needs. Fan frenzy and future twists. What lies ahead for Sami's love story? As the Horton Clinic Gala unfolds, Sami's engagement teases broader implications for Salem's power players. Will this mystery man bridge divides or widen rifts? Recent episodes build suspense with subtle hints, Sami's secretive smiles, unexplained jewelry, and evasive chats with allies like Belle Black. The 60th anniversary framework amplifies the stakes, potentially introducing hybrid elements like flashbacks to pivotal romances or dream sequences exploring alternate paths. Kate's fury alone could spawn a multi-episode vendetta, drawing in Stefano's remnants or the Kyriakis clan for alliances and betrayals. For fans, this storyline revives the soap's golden era of high-stakes romance, urging deeper dives into character motivations and thematic resonance. Who do you envision as Sami's forever partner, a blast from the past or an unforeseen newcomer? Share your theories in the comments, and stay tuned as Days of Our Lives unleashes this engagement saga with all its glorious unpredictability. Part 2. Can Sarah keep Xander's explosive secret? A storm of betrayal, guilt, and family tension rocks Salem. Welcome back to another dramatic chapter in the tangled lives of Salem's most complicated residents. Just when we thought things might finally calm down after the chaos of Halloween night, new heartbreaks, dangerous secrets, and unexpected alliances begin to form. And right in the center of it all stands Sarah Horton, torn between love, loyalty, and a secret that could shatter everything she holds dear. A public display of trouble, Xander's painful discovery. It all begins right outside the Brady pub, where Xander Cook stumbles upon a sight that hits him like a punch to the gut. There, in broad daylight, he sees Sarah locked in a passionate embrace with Victoria. For a man like Xander, Will's confidence often masks deep insecurity. The moment is devastating. For a fleeting second, he tries to laugh it off, even attempting to join in with his usual devil-may-care charm. But Sarah quickly pulls Victoria away, her expression sharp and cold. "Leave us, Xander," she says, the words cutting him more deeply than any physical blow. It's a humiliating moment, especially for someone who's always prided himself on control and bravado. As he walks away, the facade cracks. Beneath the tough exterior, it's clear Xander's heart is breaking though. As we soon learn, he has far more to worry about than just his wounded pride. Inside the pub, Kate, Philip, and a flying pumpkin. Inside the Brady pub, another drama unfolds. How this one comes with a touch of Salem's usual absurd humor. Kate Roberts is holding court at the bar, talking a mile a minute about Anastasia and the dramatic reveal that seems to have taken over the town. Poor Philip tries to get a word in, but Kate's energy is unstoppable. Finally, she pauses long enough to ask how everything went. Philip gives a wry grin. Well, there was a flying pumpkin, he says dryly. Kate laughs, but the tension underneath their conversation is unmistakable. Titan Industries is in serious trouble again, and the source of their woesome is comes down to a single book. One small object, one story, threatening to bring an entire empire to its knees. Kate insists that she could help, if only she had a larger role in the company. And knowing Kate, she means it not out of pure generosity, but because she can smell an opportunity from a mile away. But the minute Sarah walks into the pub, Kate's business ambitions take a back seat to her favorite pastime, gossip. Kate's curiosity strikes again. Kate's eyes light up when she spots Sarah. Well, she says, all but dragging her to the table. I heard there's trouble in paradise. Care to share? Sarah, clearly uncomfortable, tries to brush it off, but Kate isn't having it. Oh, come now, darling. You can't expect me not to ask. Everyone's talking about it. Before Sarah can answer, Philip intervenes. He knows exactly where this conversation is headed, and it's a dangerous direction. He quietly pulls Sarah aside, lowering his voice so Kate can't overhear. Please, he says urgently, don't tell her what Xander did to me. If she finds out, she'll go after Hyman. That could blow back on Maggie. She could lose everything. Sarah hesitates. Her loyalty to her family is strong, but her disgust over what Xander has done is stronger. She's already told Brady the truth, and the guilt of that confession is already eating away at her. Sarah's secret, and the price of silence. What is this secret that Sarah is struggling to keep? Though the full details remain in whispers, it's clear that Xander's latest scheme mistake has once again crossed moral lines. And for Sarah, that's the final straw. For years, she's tried to believe that there's good inside him, that love and fatherhood could change him. But every time Xander promises to walk the straight path, trouble finds him again. And this time, the stakes are higher than ever, not just for Xander, but for everyone connected to him. Sarah's torn between doing what's right and protecting her loved ones. If she stays quiet, she keeps Maggie safe and spares Philip another round of humiliation. But if she speaks up, she might finally free herself from the endless cycle of lies and forgiveness that has defined her relationship with Xander. And as anyone in Salem knows, keeping secrets never ends well. The domino effect. Meanwhile, Brad, aware of the truth, becomes a ticking time bomb. When Brady Black knows a secret, it doesn't stay buried for long. His moral compass might waver from time to time, but when it comes to protecting those he cares about, he'll stop at nothing. If Brady decides to expose what Xander has done, the fallout could destroy more than just Xander and Sarah's relationship. Maggie's reputation, Titan's fragile stability, and even Kate's ambitions could all collapse in one blow. And yet, doing nothing isn't an option either. Salem thrives on exposure. Sooner or later, someone always talks. A brewing storm in Salem. By the time the night ends, Sarah's expression says it all. She's exhausted, conflicted, and barely holding it together. The woman who once stood proudly beside Xander now seems like a ghost of herself torn between loyalty and conscience. Outside, the streets of Salem are quiet for now. But as history has shown, peace never lasts long in this town. Somewhere in the shadows, Xander is plotting his next move, unaware that his carefully buried secret is already spreading from one whisper to another. And when it finally comes to light, as it always does, there will be no turning back.